Hey guys! It's been a while since I last did a video, so I figured I'd do a quick video today to let you guys know what I've been reading so far this year, make some recommendations for books that you might be interested for summer reads, because a lot of the books that I've read so far this year have kind of fallen into the summer read kind of category. So as we all prepare for summer, definitely recommend a lot of these as summer reads. I've only read 7 books this year, and my goal for the end of the year is to read 60, so I'm kind of behind. But without further ado, in no particular order, I'm gonna give you some of the books that I've read this year and recommend some of them. The first one I have here is Scribble of Dreams by Mary E. Pearson. I loved this book in high school, so when I saw it on Amazon, I had to get it. It came out in early 2000, and it's a very short read. As you can see, I finished it in like a day. But what this book is pretty much about is our main character, Caitlin Malone, who falls in love with Bram Crunchfield, who is actually her arch enemy. Their families are rivals, and she's not supposed to like him. She doesn't know why. She just knows for as long as she's lived that she's supposed to hate the Crunchfields. So it's kind of a Romeo and Juliet with a better ending. Definitely a good read, short read for summer if you're looking for something cute and romantic and kind of cliche, but just something to enjoy. Nothing, with huge plot twists, but something you can kind of learn from. I definitely recommend this book. I gave it a 4-star rating. So if you're looking for something just easy, quick and easy to read for summer, definitely recommend this book. Another book I read and absolutely fell in love with is Firefly Lane by Kristen Hanna. This was recommended to me by my cousin, and she just highly recommended it, said it was an amazing book, and I was like, all right, so I bought it, and I started off the year not reading the most amazing books, so I was like, you know what, I'm just going to read this book and see what the big deal is. And I have to say, it is an amazing book. It's about 2 best friends, Kate and Tuli, and just their journey from the start of their friendship in the 1970s to 2000, and just how they've been friends for 30 years, and just I don't know, it was just a chick flick kind of book. A chick kind of book, not a chick flick. Chick kind of book. Definitely a little bit of a plot twist in there. A good book for summer. I definitely highly recommend that you check it out. Super, super good. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to spoil it, but Kristen Hanna's Firefly Lane. And because of this book, I went out and bought 4 more of her books. She has a ton of books out there, so which I will be doing a review on. Another book I read was Emily's Ghost, and I have to say, being a fan of the Bronte sisters, I didn't love this book. If you don't know who the Bronte sisters are, Emily Bronte wrote Wuthering Heights, and Charlotte Bronte, her older sister, wrote Jane Eyre. Charlotte is definitely the most popular of the Bronte sisters, and their younger sister Anne wrote another book I read a while ago. I can't remember, but obviously it wasn't as popular as Wuthering Heights and Jane Eyre. Being a huge fan of Charlotte Bronte, I was a little disappointed in reading this book. I'm not going to tell you why, because I just think you should check it out. I don't recommend it for, Charlotte Bronte fans, but for Emily fans of Wuthering Heights, I would definitely say it's a good read. Very romantic, kind of dark. A good read for fall, actually, I would say, for fall. So I gave this a 2.5 rating. So if you're interested in Emily Bronte, I would definitely check out this book. Another book I read by Kristen Hanna was Between Sisters. I have to say, didn't absolutely love this book, but because there was no plot twists, there was nothing, um, exciting about it. It was just cute. It was a good read, I have to say, but it wasn't an amazing read. So if you're looking for something that you can lounge by the pool and just kind of relax and read, definitely a good read for that. Not a good read if you want really good plot twists, but it's pretty much about two sisters and their journey together as sisters and how they went from being best friends when they were younger to being very estranged in their relationship as they became older, and then fixing that relationship and just how that journey happens. So it's a good read, another chick kind of book, good read, but not great. I read this book. I actually just finished this book, Beyond the Myth, The Story of Joan of Arc. And I have to say, I liked it. I very much enjoyed it. I've always liked the character of Joan of Arc in history. She's definitely a warrior kind of girl, and I've always, a strong female figure. I definitely like that about her. And I want to get a novel called The Maid, maybe later on this year, and review it. But that's a new novel that just came out. I don't know the author's name, but it looks really good. So I liked this. It was a very short read. It came out in the 90s. Very easy to read because it was written for teenagers, so it's very easy to read, very easy to understand, nothing super technical or super lots of names and dates. It's more of a story, which is nice, which I always enjoy about my nonfiction books. I like more of a story because it's easy. It's a lot easier to read. So good read. Definitely, I rated it as a 3. So if you're interested in the story of Joan of Arc, I would definitely check out this book. I loved this book. The Forgotten Garden. Oh, it was fabulous. Fabulous read. Full of plot twists and crazy family secrets and just amazingness. Amazingness. It takes place between the early 20th century to the early 21st century, and it's just about a family in England and how one of the family members ends up in Australia, and just her story from there. Very good. I saw an interview that Kate Morton drew from personal experience, which always makes a book so much better when an author has put herself into the book. I always think it makes it better. So pretty much the two main characters are Cassandra and Nell. Nell is the grandmother who is trying to find out about her past. She was left in a ship on a wharf, alone and abandoned in Australia, and wasn't told till she was 21 that she was abandoned, and she was adopted into this family in Australia. So she goes to England to try to find out about her past, and then pretty much Cassandra is her granddaughter, and she takes over after Nell passes away. So it is a good read, compelling read. I just loved it. 100-year-old mysteries, I'm totally there. So I highly recommend this read for a good summer read, good spring read if, getting in the mood for spring and summer. Definitely a good read. Another book I read, I actually just picked it up a couple weeks ago when we had the snowstorm, was Winter Garden by Kristen Hanna. This book was about Russia, a mother who comes from Russia, and her story that she tells to her daughters. It's kind of about their relationship and how it's not so good in the beginning, but through her stories, their relationship builds. I mean, I'm not doing this book justice giving you a synopsis. You definitely should just check it out. It was a really good read. to read while it was snowing. So I recommend it for probably the winter time, just because, I don't know, I enjoy books more when I read it during the season. Another chick flick, another chick kind of book, but also a very good read. There's some historical um, aspects in it, which is really amazing. And it was a page turner, plot twist. Very good book. I'm currently reading two books. One is a classic. I mean, I think everyone should read this book, or at least see the movie if you're not going to read the book, because the book is very, very, very thick. This will definitely be the largest book I will finish, and it is Gone with the Wind. Look at that. It's like 1,000 pages. It's ridiculous. But I've wanted to read this book because I absolutely loved the movie. So I figured, I heard a lot about the book out there, like, oh, people have been saying, oh, you gotta read the book, you gotta read the book, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so huge. But I finally picked it up. So far, I've just read the first chapter. As you can see, I haven't really put a dent in it, but so far, I love it. The way Margaret Mitchell describes the South is beautiful. Kind of gets me excited for summer. But I definitely would say I recommend the movie. If you haven't seen the movie, definitely go see the movie. I can't recommend the book yet because obviously I haven't finished it, but so far so good. So we'll see how it turns out. Definitely will do a review on this. And the second book I'm reading is more of a nonfiction book, but it's on a topic I've always been interested in. And if you know me, you probably know the topic, but it's on human trafficking, and the book is called Somebody's Daughter, Hidden Story of America's Prostituted Children and the Battle to Save Them. It is a really good read. I highly recommend it to anybody, really. It doesn't matter who you are, how old you are, I definitely think you should read this book because it brings awareness. A lot of things I didn't know, and just stereotypes that you wouldn't believe. So I definitely recommend this if you're into nonfiction. It's written by a journalist, so it's a little dry, just a little bit, but very, very, very informative and very interesting if you're into nonfiction. Definitely check this book out. I can't highly recommend it enough. I'm almost done. Very close to finishing. I've taken some notes on it, highlighted some pages, as you can see, because I want to get as much as I can out of this book, because I would love to work eventually someday with victims of human trafficking. So that's it for today. It was a short book haul, as you can see, only 13 minutes. So I'll definitely try not to wait too long to do my next book haul. But I highly recommend those books, and you should totally check them out. I'll talk to you guys later. See ya!